Right, welcome back to another session, the second video of the trip to North Wales. Right, today we're going to start at a little venue to catch some small species. Some people have been there before, know the venue. It's on the north coast of the Lynn. But then we're going to hit a beach. Now, this time, when we go to do some beach fishing, can you not lock my car keys in the car this time?
How rude. You're mine.
Yeah, we're mine and lock the car keys in the car. So yeah, we're going to get cracked on. We're just going to fish a venue for small species. We're going to make some little flappers out of 20-pound mono with really small hooks with some bits of worm we've got left from what we started using last night. We've got some other worm that we haven't opened up yet. Oh, that's really important to you that you need to know that. I don't know why I'm telling you.
We're coming, Lincoln.
Yeah, we're coming, Lincoln. Right, let's get cracked on and we'll see you at the mark. So we're here, just tackling a couple of rods up. We use black lug and rag, maybe rag. I'm not sure if we're going to use the rag or same for the beach session later. Have you had any bites? Yeah, we're just trying for small species. I'll show you the rigs we're using. If you want to check out, I'll drop a link in this for Paul Glover's YouTube channel. He's got one video on there, fished this very this area in a similar way to what we're doing, and he put a decent video together. So I'll drop a link in for that. It'll just give you a bit more of an in-depth as to what we are actually doing, the methods we're using and stuff, and what potential species is to have around here. I was fishing a different section of that, admittedly, but we're trying to stay away from the wrasse if we can, which is going to be hard. So I'll just show you the rig we're using. I don't know if it shows up very well on camera. I'm basically using a tulip flapper, size 8 hooks and black lug. We have got some ragworm. Save that maybe for the beach. Right, we'll just move venues. Paul, I'm sure you'll recognise where we're at. Put a bit of rag on. I've wedged my rod in because we're getting no action whatsoever. I've had a couple of hooks stripped without registering a bite. Oh, I'm getting a bite actually. Better see if there's a fish on that, haven't we? Right, didn't develop a bit. I struck. My lead was stuck, but I think that might be a wrasse scale that on the bottom up. So we'll have another go. Yeah, guys, tell me what you think of that scale on that hook. I was saying corquin wrasse, or can we be a bit optimistic and say red mullet? You never know. I'm saying corquin wrasse. I'd be curious to know if anyone thinks it's anything else. No other bites. I've just wedged my rod in. I've got it out there. Jay's just got his into the bay just here, sorry. So I think we're going to get half hour then. Go hit the beach. Just thought we'd come here and try. That's all you can do, isn't it? It is the wrong time of year for this style of fishing, realistically. But there should be still wrasse here. Just a bit more finicky. I think they slow down a little bit in winter. I've caught them in winter though. Not necessarily off here. The water temperature's still pretty decent, so I've been getting plenty of bass out of the beaches around here. So, still a chance we might winkle a fish out. We need just something like a common blenny or something like that, or scorpion fish, gurnard. I think it'd just be one way you have to persist a bit. You have a bite? Oh, Jay's got a bite. Come on, Jay, show us how it's done. Definitely, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. It was definitely a judder. With size 8 hook, they should be hooked on the first. Is it? Should be hooked on the first thing, shouldn't they? You're on, aren't you? Yes. I think it. Oh, what you got? Hey? Little wrasse. Small ballon, I reckon that is, yeah? Very small ballon. Yeah. So what's my line? At least you caught something. I was just saying, I think them size 8 hooks sometimes, they're the like needle, it's like a needle in diameter. Just hold it up to camera if you can without it flapping out your hands. They're like a needle in diameter, and if you don't hook on strike, like when I had the, yeah, just put it back, Jay. That'll do. Nice one. Well, yeah, they're like a needle. Their owner hooks, the pint ones, and they're like a needle. So the wrasse have got a really tough mouth. So sometimes you need to strike on a bite rather than. Just looking at my rod, thought something was happening then. Yeah. Yeah, you need to hook on strike basically because they're only fine wire hook. The pint ones, only circle pint ones, size 8. Well, I'm getting a bite. Definitely. Do you want to hold the camera?
Is it wrasse feeding?
It looks like a dogfish bite, mine. See what happens. Yeah, just salt camera. I'll pan you back. I definitely had a bite. I'm going to strike on it anyway to see what happens.
Watch where you're walking, smiles down there.
I'll see what happens. Well, just stay on camera there and then we'll. It looked like a dogfish bite, mate. It does really like a bite.
I didn't see it bite, to be fair. Pardon me.
Sometimes I find just pulling, I know it's not probably good practice, but just pulling like that can release it. Cut! In again, lovely coloured ballon. Nice one, Jay. All on fresh rag so far we've had bites on.
We've not touched the block.
No, fresh bait into it. I've just got a corking wrasse, I think. Gonna get him up, get him put back. Jay's in as well. What you got? It's a corking wrasse this time. I think your first two were ballons, weren't they? Is it it's corking? Yeah. Nice one, Jay. Right, we're moving on to the beach now. Nearly at low tide, we've been fishing to high tide and back out a couple of hours. High tide's at 10, it's about 4 o'clock now. But for winter, I'm using braid on my big small reels. It'll cover us for the Humber. We're going to have a session for Mersey at the weekend. On this beach we're fishing today, there's quite a lot of loose weed, so we're going to see if it works a bit better for us. And the one thing that we're going to, obviously, we're fishing clean ground, so we're just going to fish. I think one of them's got 65-pound braid straight through. The other one's about 70 or 80 pounds straight through, which should come through the weed better. For this rod we're fishing a turbot rig, flapper with smallish hooks, size 6. On this one I've got a running ledger, 60-pound body, I think a 50-pound snood on, a couple of, I've got Pennell style rig, Pennell style hooks, both got 6-ounce grippers on. I'm going to get cast out there, just hope the weed isn't a problem. Right guys, not a lot's happened. Well, they're saying not a lot's happened. In daylight, Jay had a cracking bite, materialising stuff in one of the smaller flapper rig that we had out, but we've actually upgraded that now to one that's got 2 Pennells on as the snood, on the snoods. It's just like 2 flapper with Pennell rig, Pennells on the snoods basically. We kept going, we're just fishing purely with rag and fresh rag and black lug now. But the bait's coming back untouched. The tide's just starting to kick up a bit to come in. But there's not much swell, but we've got it's not a completely flat calm by any means because there's a westerly blowing. It keeps coming and going, the west. It's a bit strange. We haven't done much filming. Yeah, it keeps dropping and then coming back, doesn't it? It's supposed to blow from the northwest by midnight at 18 mile an hour, but I just don't think it's going to do that, to be honest. So yeah, more disappointment on the beachfront at the minute.
You've been told about Fishmiddle Beach.
Fishmiddle Beach don't catch anything. Yeah, it's disappointing, but you know, hopefully, I think it fishes best high tide 3 hours out. That's what I got told. My dad told me anyway, but we'll see. He also said if you don't catch anything in the first 2 hours of being on here, sack it up and go somewhere else. It's 20, just after about 10:30 high tide. So we'll fish it till midnight if it's okay, you know, if we're comfortable. If we're not getting weed and stuff, we'll fish it till midnight. What time we're on now, do you know? I don't have a clue, I'll have a look in a minute. But yeah, disappointing, but things can change quickly. We've got a running ledger on one rod with pennel on style on it, and then a torque flapper with pennel style. Mixture black lug, fresh rag. So we'll see what happens. I'm loving the braid. I hadn't used it for a year or so. I used it on my multipliers last time. I'm hating the braid. And I think it's seems nice to use again, you know. I think it'll be alright on these fixable reels. Fishing mixed ground to clean ground. I won't use it on heavy ground. It's not fair on other people that fish there, is it? You don't want to be leaving a load of snags out there for people that are fishing mono, or just generally leaving snags out there for yourself. It's just not very good for the environment, is it? But it works if used properly, I believe. So yeah, see what happens. I'm disappointed so far, to be fair. A bit wounded. I failed miserably last time I fished on here. I think hopefully we've just come too early in the tide, fingers crossed. Right then guys, absolutely nothing was happening on the beach, so we moved on to rocks. First bait out, dogfish. At least we're not blanking. Yeah, we just moved on to the rocks to the left of the beach, just to save the session. We weren't getting anything on the beach at all. Nope, everything coming back untouched. We can't afford to spend what we spent on worm and not catch something on it. So we've moved. One of the best bites I've had on a shallow mark for a long time. I struck, I think my legs got snag and I've lost it. It didn't look like a dogfish, but it like that. That's an update. That we're on squid ragworm. So I fired a fruit flapper out now because we're trying to find the patch of sand in amongst the boulders and kelp on this branch side of this beach. But an absolute cracking bite, honestly. It definitely didn't look like a dogfish, but it could have been, you don't know, do you? Right, last bait going out. It's ragworm and black lug, fresh rag, frozen black lug. 2-0 tamers on the bottom, and a 3-0 Chinook, Sakuma's Chinook on the back. It's on a fixed pattern Oster. It's clipped down. Let's have a go. Finding that this piece of wood we've got here, Lincoln, is very good for getting braid out the snags. Apart from when you've got a fish on. Right, well, I've got 2 rods out still. Nothing's happening. The wind's picked up. It's getting rough. Jay's packed his tackle away. I'm going to reel these in a minute. D-rig and get off. We've got a guy on the beach to the far right of us. Well, we think he's still there. He might have gone. He might be sat there thinking he knows something we know something he doesn't know. We're sat there thinking he might know something we don't know. I'd rather be fishing.
Look like a one-on fishing on beach, don't you?
Yeah, he looked like a one-on fishing on beach to me, on the beach. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, it's been pants again on this mark. But there's a few. Right, we're back now. We just didn't catch many fish, had a couple of bites, that was it, unfortunately. That's fishing. Put a lot of effort in again today.
I caught 3 wrasse, didn't I?
Somebody caught 3 wrasse today, I caught 1 and 1 dogfish. Slow day.
Fish again.
Fishing the shallower marks. Bit disappointed. The guy we saw at beach actually, we caught him red-handed pretty much, bringing his long lines back in. Unbelievable, really, but hey ho.
I'm camping there as well.
I'm camping there, but it is what it is, I suppose. I haven't put the venue in, so I doubt he watches Fishing Squad. But, you know, it's not really good practice, is it? It's pretty unbelievable, really, isn't it, that in this day and age people do that type of stuff, but that is what it is. Anyway, not a lot happened, as you could see. I had a cracking bite after I'd had the dogfish, and frustratingly, I was snagged. But it was an absolute belting bite. It's one of them, without knowing what it is, you always speculate. It could have been a dogfish, but it bent the rod over a good foot. It's a bit really disappointing. I'm gutted, but hey ho. Just gutted that we didn't have a better session. Gutted we haven't caught more fish in this video, to be honest.
We had them 2 right bites, didn't we?
Yeah, I was saying then, and Jay had one after it as well, yeah.
No, I had
And
it first on the beach.
Oh, you had one on beach to start with, yeah.
You went on the ropes.
It's just one of them things, isn't it? It's very gutting, really. And we'll always speculate what it could have been. The top and bottom of it is there were no fish. So I'm absolutely running empty now. I'm going to get some sleep tonight. We're going to go and tote fishing tomorrow. 1 rod each, bucket of chum, loads of mackerel for bait, and just go hell for leather for it and hope and pray that we get something. So, other than that, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Fairly unspectacular.
I would have brought Matt's
Go on then, get down there and get some mackerel caught for me. Other than that, I want some fresh bait. Other than that, that's it, guys. Very disappointing. We left nothing out on the mark. And we'll try again tomorrow, and then we've got the Mersey on Saturday. So keep safe, tight lines, have a good one, and we'll see you very soon.